in, I'm gonna throw it 2, 1, and I'm gonna come over the top.
We are live.
Okay, we're live. Episode 15. Damn, we've made it. Episode 15. If you want to support the podcast, support the show, patreon.com/RedHawk Academy. Tons of other videos on there, cooking vids, technique vids, constantly putting up shit. And there's an archive of like hundreds and hundreds of videos that aren't on YouTube and aren't out. So if you want to do that. If not, no big deal. Like the page, subscribe, and that'll help out too. If not, then fuck it. We're here with my buddy, my student, Tom O'Mahony.
Yes.
When I first started teaching jiu-jitsu as a brown belt, I was working at this boxing gym, and the kid called me. He said, hey, there's this guy, older guy, a vet. He's kind of disabled. He wants to do jiu-jitsu, and I'm thinking like, fuck. I got this old crazy fucker that wants to do jiu-jitsu. I'm like, all right, sounds good. Just tell him to come in, and I'll see if he's capable. And then he came in, and fucking love the guy. One of my favorite students, the best guys to teach.
Being taught far too kind.
Has shit wrong with him. What year were you born anyway? How old are you?
1950, I'm 71.
71 and still pumping.
Yeah. Well, obviously not going as much as you were at 30.
Yeah.
But, you do what you can and you're thankful for it.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. Well, being through the shit you've been through too, what do you got going on with your heart?
All right. In 1993 of August, they decided to put a pacemaker into my heart because of the medications and stuff like that they were giving me years before. Just wasn't working. They're having some major issues with what they call arrhythmia. Okay.
Too much cocaine?
I don't think so. I don't know. It just could be just the way it is, They're just unfortunate things happen, know. And so they decided to put this pacemaker in, and medically your heart goes bump, 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 bump because your top chambers, your atria, talks to your ventricles, okay? And in the middle of that is called an AV node. There's an electrical conductivity that goes on.
Yeah.
Well, they decided the best thing for me to do would be to obliterate that thing, destroy it. So my two top chambers don't talk to each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the pacemaker has complete control of my heart.
Okay.
So when if you and I went out to run and you start breathing, your heart rate goes up. It has no bearing on me any longer. Mine is completely based on my chest movement.
So you ended up doing like a Ironman type.
Yeah.
What was that?
I've done 5 Ironmen with this thing.
Holy smokes!
I won my pacemaker division.
Dude,
Yeah.
I know people that are healthy as fuck that couldn't do that, even at a slow pace. They couldn't walk it.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't winning this thing by any means, but as long as you keep going, you can do it.
Yeah.
It's not that, I was trying to be number 1 or number 2.
Yeah, but just doing it. Because how long were those?
Well, they give you 17 hours to finish it, from start to finish. And, within the 17 hours, you got to finish this thing. It's a 2.5-mile swim, which is analogous to, if you look at a pool today, there's about 150 touches back and forth, okay? That's one part of it. The next part is a 112-mile bike.
Jesus.
And then after that, you got a 26.2-mile run.
Damn. You've done those with a pacemaker in?
Yes.
Damn.
Yes. Well, again, Tim, it just shows you can do something if you need to.
No, it's fucking badass is what it is. But I love hearing everyone's excuses like, oh, I got to get in shape before I come to jiu-jitsu, or maybe I'm too old for jiu-jitsu, or a lot of people just love to make up these, not always excuses, but they have big resistance to it. So it's like, you're a good example to people like, come on, baby, get in there.
Well, I got to commend you on what you've done with me. I mean, you've been real good about dealing with the situation I have and monitoring what's going on. And I've also got to thank my classmates, JX being one of them, because they understand the situations too.
Yeah.
You know, and without that, I probably would not have progressed as much as I have.
Yeah, we got a good
So I
little
do
group.
thank you for that.
We got a good little group.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's great. Real understanding of situations.
Yeah.
You can't beat it.
Yeah,
Can't beat it.
it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So you're down at the Sun City.
Yeah.
Was that an old folks community?
Yeah, you got to be 55 and above to even get into buying any kind of place at all. But I'll tell you what, I didn't know anything about it at all, and I decided I was in Atlanta for about 40 years working, corporate stuff. And
Like desk job stuff?
Yeah, IT stuff.
Oh, okay.
For 40 years in the corporate world. And after I retired, a friend of mine who knew about Sun City, I didn't know anything about it at all, said, "Hey, that'd be great for you because you can do all your." I'm going, okay. So I decided that, hey, what's the point of me staying in Atlanta? I have no real ties there. So I packed up my SUV, what I could put in it, and drove down to Sun City.
Fuck.
Yeah,
And you just printed off Google Maps, right?
Pretty much.
Print off the Google Maps because you don't deal with no smartphone
No,
and shit like that.
I got a jitterbug and that's it. That's good enough for what I need. It's good enough for emergencies and anything else I may need,
Yep.
I got a landline at home. Someone wants to call me.
Yep.
I can hear on it better because of the hearing situation I have.
Enough to call the hooker hotline.
There you go.
Yeah.
It was a great move. It was tough because I didn't know a soul here.
Yeah.
They were not here yet. They were in Mexico. They were going to move here about a year later. So I dropped off, and that was it. I didn't know anyone.
Damn, that's awesome. So how long before you came into the jiu-jitsu gym?
All right, I had started a little bit of it in Atlanta, okay? And when I moved here, I got acclimated to the area and stuff like that. I'm saying, I want to start back up again, So I looked online, like everyone does, for jiu-jitsu places. And the first thing I thought was gents in the boxing, because that was my background anyway. I'm going, okay, maybe that might be good. So I walk in there, and I forgot the guy's name. No, but
Louis, maybe Trevor.
yeah, they said to me there's going to be a new instructor. I'm going, okay.
Did you say he's redhead?
Yeah, I said, okay, well, okay. I don't know the original one.
Yeah.
So then the first day you walked in, and I don't know, it was just good.
Good chemistry.
I knew, yeah.
I knew I liked you too.
Yeah. I knew it was going to be cool.
Yeah.
And you were a brown belt then, right?
Yep.
And there was about like 5 of us in the morning. I'm a morning person, and there was about 5 of us in the morning there, and that's how we started up. So then you moved to a couple of different places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how old were you when the draft from the Vietnam War happened?
Okay,
How old
I
were
was
you?
about, I went from New York City, born and bred, to Clemson, South Carolina at 18 to go to the Clemson University.
Yeah.
All right. What a cultural shock that was.
I bet. Chicks.
Yeah, just in general. I mean, you're going from New York City where you got trains and cars and blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden you go down to Clemson, and what do you see? You see horses, cows, open pastures,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It was a cultural thing in the beginning. But after a while, I loved it. So from there, after I graduated, I moved to Atlanta. And then from Atlanta, I came here. I stayed in Atlanta about
But I'm
4
talking
years.
the draft.
All right, let's go back to that, yeah. I was in school at 18, 19, and what they did was they put a lottery in. They gave you a number, okay? And if your number got called, they drafted you,
Damn.
okay? And they gave me, I forgot, Tim, actually, what my number was, but it never got called.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going, okay.
Hell yeah. That's
So I
sweet.
kept on going what I was doing at school.
So what's the longest you've been married?
Oh, boy.
What? What did you say though?
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Well, I've done it 3 times.
Yep.
The first 2 lasted about a year. The third one was about 7 years. And the second one was with a stripper because I was working the clubs
Oh, sweet.
at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And
So about a year. So what happened in that year that's like, okay, this bitch is crazy?
oh, your kids. Yeah, come on. I mean, I was 30 years old, the
Yeah.
first one.
Mm-hmm.
And she was 20. So, you know, I mean, things happen, you know.
Yeah.
She wanted to be an actress. So she left and she wanted to go to New York City to be an actress. I go, well, go, you know, I said, fine, that's what you want,
Yeah.
you know.
Marriage is a crazy thing.
Oh, it
isn't
is. It's rough.
Fuck.
It's a job.
For real.
It's a job, you know.
For real.
To have two people come together after years and years and years to think they're going to be in sync, that's rough.
Well, yeah,
That's
people
rough.
start changing too, and if
They
you're not
do.
changing together,
The
growing
kids-
together,
The kids come in.
yeah.
It's rough. It's rough.
And I think a lot of people stay together just because kids, and they don't have any fucking camaraderie.
Exactly.
So the last wife you were with for 7 years,
Yeah.
and then you guys are just like,
we just split, and
you're just like you're,
yeah, I mean, she had a child at the time. We got together, and to this day, we still are in communication.
okay, so she's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. As a matter of fact, when my third wife and I split,
Mm-hmm.
and the daughter left, about a year later, the daughter comes out my house and bangs on the door. I open up the door, and I said, "Yeah, Jennifer, what do you need?" She goes, "I'm pregnant. I need a place to stay."
Fuck, the daughter.
Yeah.
Damn.
She said, "I want to stay with you."
Mm-hmm.
I go, "What are you gonna do? Come on." You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
So the kid was with me for about a year in the pregnancy.
Damn,
Yeah, that was a trip.
I bet.
You know, but hey, it's just things you do.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Say no?
Yeah, no.
You know,
Hit the streets.
exactly. So you go on, and but hey, it worked out well. You know, we still to this day communicate.
Yeah, that's
you know?
good.
And she's got 3 kids of her own.
So what would you
So-
tell a young buck, 20, 21, 22, 23, that's
Oh.
thinking about getting married?
Was I thinking about getting
No,
married?
what would you tell him to a young buck that's thinking
No
about
way.
it? Just
No
don't
way.
fucking do it, huh?
No way.
That's what I think too.
No way. I wouldn't. Be honest with you, I wouldn't do it until late 30s or early 40s. Actually,
Yeah.
honestly, if I had to look back again, it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Because when you find love, you know.
Yeah, and then especially the girls, if they really want to force it. That's why I'm thankful with Mariah. We've been together for 11 years.
You've been together 11 years.
11 years since I was
Wow.
20 years old when I met her. I'm 31 now, and we've been together the whole time.
Okay. I remember that one time we were in class in gents in
Mm-hmm.
the beginning, and you were telling me about when you got your jaw broken
Yeah.
and you had it wired up,
Yep.
and she was making all this kind of stuff for you. I go,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Oh,
You know?
dude.
Yeah, that was sweet.
My whole fighting career, she took care of me on all my surgeries, all my injuries.
Oh,
She was
she's
just
sweet.
like, oh, she's
yeah.
the best.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know, you know, I just think it's a tough deal to have two people come together and think they're going to be in sync for those number of years.
And especially how us
Some
guys.
do, though. Some do.
Yeah, but a lot of it's fake, and they're the guys sneaking around doing shit. Especially us fucking
yeah.
us bulls. Us bulls, these girls don't know how we are. What age for you did you stop? Like, okay, I'm not chasing puss anymore. I don't even crave chasing the puss. When did that slow down?
When I moved here.
Really? You're like, oh shit. What about Sun City? Is there some horny old gals over there?
Hey, look, come on. I mean, you're 70 years old, 50, 65. What do you think?
Yeah.
The desire, honestly, is not really there.
So about 65-ish. That's when it starts to just like, man,
Well, that's,
good.
hey, individuals.
Is it?
You know, some people start at 20.
Yeah.
You know, some people it never ends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why they get in this damn trouble. You see it every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but yeah, it's funny because we were a friend of mine actually drove with me from Atlanta to here. So he flew into Atlanta and he said, "I got to help you drive over." I said, "Okay." So we're driving over and we stopped in this place in Midland, Texas, to get some gas or something, right? So I'm in the store talking to this guy, just talking to him. He goes, "Where you going?" I go, "Well, we're going to Sun City." He goes, "Oh, that's great." I go, "Oh, really? Why?" He goes, "You married?" I go, "No." I go, well, the men is about like 5-1.
Oh,
All the guys dying off, and the women are left.
Is there a lot of women
Yeah.
up there? Is there
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Damn.
But wait a minute. Oh, so I go, hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. The little D sucking once in a while?
Yeah. So I go into here and I hear about the health clubs here, which are just tremendous. Which
They're
are,
nice, huh?
Oh, I got to take you there, guys.
Yeah, I gotta go.
I mean, you got to. Anyway, so I figure, what the hell? Let me go down and see what it's like. So I go down there.
Old hags.
I mean,
Rockers and shit. Yo.
I mean, come on, you know. And
Do you have any?
Look, I gotta say, in honesty, I'm not that great either.
Uh-huh.
So you know what I mean. I'm not trying to cast stones here.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just saying is that.
Slim pickings.
Yeah. I'm going. Hey, look, you know, the day's over.
Yeah.
You know, let's move on. You
So,
know.
you were saying I gave you an edible not long ago, a
Yeah.
little 5 milligram edible, and you said you ate it. And how were you feeling?
I felt like I was back in the '60s.
Damn.
Yeah. It was like I was not particularly a smoker. I mean, in the '60s and '70s, man, everyone was doing it, you know. But I don't know, that was not my thing at the time, you know. And it was funny, when you gave me that thing, I'm going, I haven't done this in a while, and I don't know what the effect is going to be.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, so I gave you a small amount.
Yeah, I didn't know. So I go home, I go, what the hell, let me try it now. So I popped this little thing, and I swear, man, I thought I was back in Clemson.
Was it cool?
Yeah, it was different. It was
Yeah.
the same feeling that I've had before.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of, for me, it was always kind of mellowed me out. You know, kind of like downed out.
It's crazy now. You can just go to the store right down the
it's
road,
wild.
just buy as
It's
much
wild.
weed as you need.
It's wild. In my time, if you got caught with what they call a 4-finger bag, you get a baggie and you put 4 fingers, that's your butt, you would sell them about $25. It's a felony.
Damn, you're fucked.
You're fucked. You're screwed. That follows you through life.
Yeah.
Now, it's nothing. And you know what I mean? It's not fair to people who kind of got hit with in my area.
Hell
And
yeah.
now they've got that following them through life.
Well, no, yeah, and some people are still locked up from it.
No lie. No lie. And if you do background checks and you get a felony in the corporate world, forget it.
Sheesh.
You're not going anywhere,
Yeah.
you know? And it's just not, I don't know,
That's fucked up.
it seems, yeah, it doesn't seem right, you know?
So what other drugs have you experienced with that you've really liked? LSD, psychedelics?
There was some psychedelics there for a while there, but nothing major. There's nothing. I was more into this like cocaine stuff and the amphetamines.
Well, especially being at the strip club.
Clubs. That was a trip.
I bet it was some good times.
I mean, honestly, yes. I mean, I had never, I was a bartender in Atlanta a lot, and the manager of my club left there and worked and was the manager of a strip club. And he calls me one day, he goes, hey, Tom, he goes, I need a bartender here, come on over. So I quit that job and went over there. I'd never been in a strip club in my life.
and you're like, hell
So
yeah.
I walk in there and I see this, I go, you gotta be kidding me.
Welcome home.
It was wild. I mean, it was just like an eye-opener.
I bet it was sweet.
There was parts of it that were pretty good. Yeah, I can't complain, you know.
Yeah.
It was a lifestyle, though, that after a while you can get caught up in. And you don't need to.
5-10 years in that, like, fuck.
So I stayed about 2 years in that stuff, and I'm going, wait a minute, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is getting nowhere.
We got to get serious.
We got busted. We had to go to trial,
God
you know,
damn.
and all kinds of stuff, yeah. And one time I was a floor man for a couple of months there, too, which I had to take care of the girls, right? And that's another trip. You go back into the dressing room,
And they're just...
and you I mean, it was wild.
I bet.
And then one time, this girl was dancing on the stage, and this guy gets up on the stage and tries to grab her. I go, oh, shit. So I got to go up there and try to get this guy off there. So I get up on the stage, and this guy was a heavy guy. He elbows me, and I fall on the stage, and everyone starts going clapping. Right?
him out.
Yeah, you know, the place is going wild. So I had to throw these guys out, right? So I put them out, and about a half hour later, they're trying to get back in. And I go, come on, guys, I threw you out. One of the other guys comes up to me and hands me $50 and goes, can we come in? I go, come on.
Come on, buddy. Have a good time.
Yeah.
Damn. So
Yeah, it was the whole bar scene was strange.
yeah.
You had issues going on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's why I got into the boxing and the karate at the time.
Get a little.
Because I said to myself, uh-oh.
You see, Mike Perry. You know Mike Perry, the UFC fighter.
Yes.
Mike Perry, the pit bull.
Yeah.
He signed with bare knuckle fighting.
He signed up for bare knuckle
The
fighting?
former UFC welterweight is moving away from mixed martial arts and taking his talents to the world of bare knuckle boxing.
Wow.
A multi-fight contract. Damn, I think that's a good spot for him.
Do you really?
I do. The way he fights, the way he's fucking just mean.
Okay, I got you.
And the thing is, they're probably paying him more than the UFC was paying him. More.
It sounds like the UFC is not paying. I mean, from what I don't know. You know it better than I do.
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound like they're paying.
For lower level guys, if you're not one of those top dogs. Well, and still, you're a top dog. Okay, you're making 100. Yeah, to the average person, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But then you got the bench players or the punters in the NFL making the millions a year, guaranteed.
Isn't it amazing? The NBA, the NFL, NBA. I mean, you hear these $35 million contracts. To me, I was always wondering, where do you put it? What do you do with it?
Well, I was reading a
What, you go to
stat.
Bank of America and put it in there?
I was reading a stat where a lot of those guys end up broke. They ball out too hard. Their lifestyle is just so expensive, and then when they're done, they
Yeah, but how
fucking
can
run
you-
out of juice.
Well, look at Tyson. Tyson did that too.
Now he's got his
Yeah.
podcast. Now I'm sure he makes good money on his podcast. And I heard he's fighting Logan Paul. I don't know how official
Tyson
that
gonna
is.
fight Logan Paul?
Pull that up, Jay. See if it's real.
Wow.
That's a dangerous one.
What do you
Logan's.
think about Logan Paul? Have you seen him fight?
Yeah, we've hung out with him a little bit.
What do you think?
He's a real nice kid. He really is. He's a
but-
genuinely nice kid.
But can he fight?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
No, I don't follow it that much. Okay.
The fact that he
Okay.
went obviously he went 12 rounds with Floyd Mayweather. And people say, "Oh, Floyd was taking it easy." I'm like, dude, if Floyd could have knocked him out, Floyd would have
Oh,
knocked
no
him out.
lie. There's
But
no lie.
they're like, "Oh yeah, Floyd was just
he
being
went
nice."
12 rounds with Mayweather?
Yeah. And it was
Wow. I didn't know that.
yeah.
If
And,
Mayweather could have knocked him out, he would have done it.
and Floyd was probably 80 pounds smaller,
Yeah, but still.
maybe a little less.
But still.
Probably around 60, 70 pounds smaller. But yeah, still, seeing him, he's a big fucking athlete. And if
How
he
much
fights
did he
Mike
weigh?
Tyson, I don't know exactly what he weighed in around.
Okay,
But I know
okay.
last time I saw him, he weighed as much as me, 195. He's got a big
Okay,
build, though.
Okay.
It just says that it's in the works for February next year. But no,
Sheesh.
set in stone. They just said that it's just talk. It's just in the
Yeah.
works. That's it.
Young, healthy dude against Mike Tyson. I'm like, oh, fuck.
His brother's fighting too, right?
Yeah. But if Mike Tyson can get on a little sauce, get on a little juice, get fucking feeling good,
You see some of
never
his
know.
workouts?
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, they're good.
Hey, the guy is just incredible.
Yeah, but this bare knuckle stuff, it's interesting.
Yeah,
My
okay.
buddy's just fought in it, and you can tape about an inch below the knuckles, you can tape down about that far. So you can make kind of a cast on your wrist,
So your wrist is protected, okay.
but nothing on the knuckles,
There's nothing on the knuckles at all.
which is interesting. Yeah. So it's just bare knuckle, which is pretty crazy.
Well, that girl, Paige
Van Zandt.
Van Zandt, she tried it.
Yeah, and she made, I think, a guaranteed $2 million over.
But the thing is,
Year or
it's not,
something.
that's like there's no takedowns, right? It's just
Nope.
boxing, right?
Yep. Just knuckling up.
Okay. You can't do any kind of like takedowns or ground stuff.
Nope. Just old school boxing.
Okay, and they break you on clinches,
Yeah.
elbows and stuff.
Nope. Just boxing.
That's it. Okay. It's
Okay,
boxing
what
with
else?
no gloves.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Effective altruism. You ever heard about that, Jay?
What is it?
Effective altruism. Effective altruism is about using evidence and reason to figure out how to benefit others as much as possible and taking action on that basis. Promoting its ideas can increase your impact many times over. through influencing others, altruists to pursue the very best opportunities for doing good. It's an interesting thing. It popped up on one of my sites. I started looking it up. Effective altruism is a philosophy and social movement focused on answering one question: how can we best help others? Our resources are limited, so we have to use them effectively. Effective altruism is the project of using evidence and reason to find the most promising causes to work on, taking action by using your time and money to do the most good we can. Good stuff there. Effective altruism. You know what a lot of people get fucked up on, and maybe your ex-wives did, maybe they didn't. A lot of older women I've been around, depression medication, and it makes them dingy as fuck. I'm sure it does to guys, obviously.
Yeah, you start taking medications of any form.
The side effects are brutal.
Yeah, it does. It does, you know?
The side effects of a lot of like the main depression medications, Zoloft, Paxil, Prozac, Celexa, is agitation, get easily irritated, insomnia, can't sleep, which will just fuck everything up, increased anxiety, so you're just fucking anxious.
You tell, what, I mean, these are the side effects of what, this depression?
Depression pills. Yeah.
They're worse than the damn depression.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Nausea, diarrhea, sexual problems, including low sex drive, and then some of the other ones. It's like when I see these older, like my buddy, I don't want to talk about, but the mom, she's just fucking crazy. Yeah, and it's like trying to make him feel bad about doing all this stuff. I'm like, dude, she's on depression meds where it makes them crazy.
Yeah. It's funny you mention this now because, like, see, I do a lot of bike riding, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm riding around in Sun City there, and I don't know what it is. It's those people have an issue with stopping at the stop signs.
And they blind?
Well, I don't know whether they're opiated out or they're starting to lose it or whatever. But I'm telling you what, when I'm riding that bike around there, man, you got to have your head on a swivel.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know what they're doing half the time. And
Hello.
Hi, good day. Yes, good day. My name is Max, and I'm calling you regarding for your health insurance. Is that individual or family plan?
Can you not call back, please? I don't need that right now.
Yes, not a problem. So thank you for picking up this call and have a great day. Take care.
Bye-bye. Fucking search around for some different health insurances for Mariah and I put my email into this site.
Eventually, you're fucked.
There's thousands of people calling me.
Don't do that.
And literally, I put my email
do
in.
it.
I didn't put my phone number in.
Don't matter. I'm looking for new Medicare insurance, okay? And I'm changing over. And I've got a window of opportunity to do it by December 7th, right? And I'm looking at different areas of it. Because, you know, some have more co-pays, some have less co-pays, some pay more for the damn prescriptions, some less, and some don't take your doctors. You're going through all this kind of shit, right? Mm-hmm. But if you put your name on those websites in one of them things,
oh God,
you get calls and everything else from
I'm talking to,
you know, you get everything.
Well, and they fucking target your age group probably.
Oh yeah. So I'm, you know, so I don't put my name into it. I just call them on my own. See, and I get into a thing and I compare them on my own. You know, and I've pretty much locked it down to one thing I'm going to change it to. But yeah, it's rough. Yeah. This insurance stuff is incredible.
I bet you a lot of those old folks in the Sun City area are just on those pain meds. Man, you take you take those pain meds after a surgery, and you're like, holy, I feel nothing.
And you keep going.
Yeah. You can see how people get hooked on it if you don't like your life or if you're not.
If you don't understand it, if you don't realize it, absolutely. I can see it happening easily happening. Yeah. Easily happening. And like I said, when you go, like I got to take it down to the health club one time.
Yeah, I got to come down.
You know, and see, I need those people in the class, level the field.
Yeah. Put a beating on them.
Instead of the 20 and 30s.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's you wonder what's going on with them because you know as you're getting older, you're starting to lose some facilities. Mm-hmm. And like you just mentioned here, depression stuff. Who knows what else they're taking?
Well, it's crazy.
You know?
All your health habits throughout your 40s, 50s, and 60s. It's like, okay, now they're hitting me.
Oh, no lie.
Like the diseases don't start overnight.
No lie. Absolutely. Like I've had cancer twice.
Damn.
See, I've had to deal with that shit too. And it's but that's something that could just happen to you. You can be tremendous. You can be the best nutritionist in the world and still get it.
Yeah, that's fucking
So it
crazy.
just happens.
Like our brother Kyle. I'll probably have Kyle on here next week.
Okay.
Talk about his shit. Crazy shit.
He's going through some hell. I mean, that's rough.
It's another level.
That's rough. Oh, no lie. No lie.
Interesting quotes throughout the week that I just put in my computer here to discuss. This was a good one, I thought. One of the only true shortcuts in life is finding an expert and apprenticing under them.
Okay.
I like it. One of the only true shortcuts in life is finding an expert and apprenticing under them.
Okay.
I like that. That's what I did kind of with Taquino.
Okay, I got you. Why did you? What precipitated your move down from Montana, down to here?
Well, I was training in Portland, Oregon, with a bunch of top guys. Mike
You
Pierce.
went from Montana up to Portland
Yes,
to do the fighting.
to train up there because I was signed with Bellator at the time.
Okay.
So I had a fight camp up there, fought, and then Mariah's family were opening a marijuana company down here in AZ because they saw that it was
It's
gonna
move. Okay.
it's gonna be coming about.
Okay.
So then I was like, well, Mariah's going down there. I'll see what kind of training's down there. So I Googled it, and Benson Henderson was a champion at the time.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? I went and visited, and I trained with him the first day. Me and Ben sparred, and I was like, fuck, I have the opportunity to train with
Where
this
at the
guy.
MMA lab?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
So then I just packed up my car and I moved down.
I congratulate you. That's good.
Yeah, I only had fucking 2 suitcases of shit.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Sometimes you just got to do it, man. You just got to take the move. You got to leap.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
Yeah.
Procrastination, sitting there going, well, no, do it.
Well, I like
get it
that.
on.
If you want to get really good at something, finding someone that's already an expert, that's already making a living doing what you want to do, and hang out with them. And hang out with them, be around them every day. And with
Exactly.
Benson, that helped me a lot. There was a bunch of other guys too at the lab.
Okay.
But then when I moved over with Taquino and watched how he ran his classes, watch how he communicated to his students, and watching how serious those Brazilians are about jiu-jitsu. It was nothing I was used to.
Yeah.
I was used to, you kind of just do jiu-jitsu, do some arm bars, do some triangles.
Right,
Not
right.
like they live the jiu-jitsu. It's their
Where'd you find him?
at the lab. He was training at the lab also, and I knew he was running a program at another gym, so I asked him if I could come and learn his program also.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, and it worked out good. And now look at some of my students are just fucking like flourishing from
Hey.
it. My skills are still like growing big time from
Yeah.
from doing that.
Well, an example right here, sitting to my left.
The prodigy.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, some of those kids you got in there, Tim, are just like, whoa.
They're getting good. It's
I mean, you
fucking
gotta be-
sweet.
yeah. I'm looking at this, and I'm trying to deal with it sometimes. I'm going, this is impossible. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's just too much. It's just too supple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just can't. But hey, like I said earlier, you do what you can do and be thankful for it.
Yeah.
You know, and you move on.
So that was a good
know.
that was a good little quote there if you're looking to get good at something. Surround
Yeah,
yourself
I
with
agree.
someone who's an expert.
I agree.
Next one. Nearly everything in life is unfavorable once it grows to a certain size. It is entirely possible to have too many clients, too much work, too much fame, too much free time, and so on. That's a good one. And I think
go for
I
that.
think about that too. I think about the gym because I know the gym has opportunity to grow to something huge, but I'm like, how big is it?
Yeah.
Is it going to get so big where it's
You
not even
can't-
enjoyable for me?
You can't. Yeah.
Yeah, the money's great, but it's like,
Oh yeah. Yeah, it becomes a. I look at that quote there as, I mean, I've been through so many damn doctors and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I always wondered how they keep track of who you are and what you're doing.
Well, you
'Cause you're
prob-
one pebble in an ocean.
you probably know better than anyone. They don't really give a fuck.
I gotta say that. I unfortunately, I mean, it's rare that some do, but yeah, I agree with you.
They want
I
to
agree
get you in and out as quick as possible.
Sure. See, they got a family. They got a wife and a husband. They got kids and stuff like that. It's no different than anybody else. It's a job.
And they almost I feel like you'd almost have to in a job like that, in a job like working for the ambulance, or you'd almost have to numb yourself of having empathy for someone.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. You've got to, because you see that kind of stuff all day, every day, and I'm sure you get callous to it. You know?
Because I was
Yeah.
like, man, working
Yeah.
something like that, every time you see a person, you're seeing them at their fucking worst. It's
Exactly.
like, it'd have to be draining.
Exactly. You know, and the next guy comes in. He's telling me his horror stories, and the next guy comes in. The same thing. I sympathize with it.
Yeah.
But then again, if I've always said, if you don't take care of your own health situations, that's your issue. You need to be on top of your own stuff.
Is it would you say it's almost a mental weakness?
What do you mean?
Not taking care of your health, and you know kind of what to do to take care of your health, or is
Sure
it
you
more
do.
of an addiction,
Sure you
which
do.
which addiction is a mental weakness, right?
Sure. I mean, if you don't take care of yourself, why do you expect someone else to do it for you?
Yeah,
I mean, that's ridiculous. You know.
yeah.
I mean, that's not right. But
Okay, another interesting one. This was an article that popped up on thebigthink.com by a neuropsychologist talking about, want a better relationship? Watch porn with your partner.
really,
And I
what's your
think
take on that?
I think it's good.
Do you? Okay.
I think it's good
I never
because
tried that.
girls,
Yeah.
maybe they've never looked at porn. Maybe they have this in their head to where it's like, oh, that's wrong. That's wrong. That you shouldn't do that.
Okay,
And maybe you guys watch that together and you figure out something more that she's into or something
Yeah.
more that he's into, and you guys grow and the communication doors open up a little bit more, and you're a little bit more
Oh, it
like,
gives you different avenues to look at.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, and then you're just like, damn. So this
Okay.
is my friend. This is my friend, and we're gonna do this stuff. Not just like, okay, she's my wife. She's my owner. I gotta hide this shit. I gotta do this behind closed doors.
Okay.
But they talk about it in this article
Yeah.
that it's a good little thing. It helped. Mariah and I did that, like started doing that 4 years ago, and it helped open the communication.
Yeah,
helped
yeah.
better everything.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was at a race one day in Atlanta, right? After the race, I got up with this one girl. She took me back to her hotel downtown in Atlanta. And I'm in the hotel room with her, and she goes, "Do you enjoy toys?"
And you said,
I'm
what?
going, "What the fuck? You talking about toys like race cars and trains and stuff?"
Yeah, hot.
Yeah, I
Hot
didn't know.
Wheels?
I mean, like you're talking about opening up your world.
Yeah.
She goes, "No, Baba," and she explained the whole thing. I go, that's something different.
Let's give it a try.
Let's give it a try, exactly. And yeah, it was good too.
Damn,
so
that's
you're
awesome.
right. So you're right. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I had something else in my mind. I forgot what it was. Jay, what else you got for tweets? Jay is always sending me Twitter messages and shit that are entertaining that we can fucking talk about.
Let's see. I saw Jordan Burroughs tweeted out. Did you see that? I want one MMA fight before I retire.
Who's that?
Jordan Burroughs, Olympic gold medalist wrestler. Damn, yeah, one MMA fight. So I wonder. Yeah, I wonder. Oh, the other thing I want to talk about. We can talk about that real quick. But it was should you train twice a day? But yeah, Jordan Burroughs, dude, he's such a fucking freak athlete. He could beat up majority of people right now.
Even MMA guys?
Right,
Top 10 guys?
No, hell no.
No, I don't think
Hell
so.
no.
All right.
Because a double leg only gets you so far. It gets
Yeah,
you maybe
yeah,
into someone's
yeah, I
guard.
agree.
You don't know how
I agree.
to shut. You don't have good posture. You're gonna
Yeah.
get caught by a black belt. in
The other
jiu-jitsu.
thing, too, is that people don't realize what it's like to get hit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? When you get hit, man, it's an eye-opener.
and then
You know, if you're not used to that,
then being more fatigued than you've ever been in your
Yes.
life, and then getting hit,
yes.
and then getting hit in the body.
Yes. Well, that's the biggest issue I have now because the damn heart thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting out of breath way, and they're trying to figure out why.
Mm-hmm.
And it is hell. When you start, like I got this thing on in my wall at home, fatigue makes cowards of us all.
That's true.
And that's a fact.
Yep.
That is a factor. Because
Yep.
like you just said, if Burroughs gets in there and starts getting real tired after a takedown or whatever, he's history.
Yeah, a 15-minute fight. And
Exactly.
he would have good enough coaches, I'm sure, to where they'd have him prepared for it. And if he just wants to get one fight, yeah, I think that would be good. But that's the truth.
know.
People who've never been in an altercation, never done jiu-jitsu, never done MMA, never done boxing,
Right.
you're blind to what you think you'd do in a fight.
I remember the first day I came down to Gents and you came in and we kind of did a little roll thing. I go, holy shit, I don't know anything. I go, and this is ridiculous. This is like,
Yeah.
you know. And I'll say one thing. I think everyone should have to do this jiu-jitsu because it teaches you to be humble.
Fuck, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
You know, all the boxing, all the karate can do one thing. I never, but the humbleness you feel after getting submitted by some guy is
Girl.
just incredible.
Or a girl.
Oh, right, which happened to me a couple of weeks ago.
Dude, a brand new 4-stripe blue belt, almost a purple belt, came in last night, and he went with our all blue belts and blue belts.
Yeah,
Kind of, I don't know, tuning him up a little bit. So he wanted to eat. So he wanted an easy roll. So he grabbed Taya, and Taya, she's the.
Oh, she's the one that armbarred me
Yeah.
about 3 times. Guy, oh,
And she's
good
mean.
luck.
Yeah, and she beat him up.
No kidding.
Oh yeah, she's
No
mean.
lie, really?
Yeah, she's tough.
Oh, she's great.
Yeah, but you're
Oh, she's
right. It
great.
does humble you. You go into a good jiu-jitsu academy too, and just everyone usually is super fucking nice.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, like I said, you know, it was the best humbling experience I've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get beat up in the box and you get knocked down. So I don't know. There's something about this jiu-jitsu that just humbles you.
Yeah.
And I think all these kids that are out there, you know, causing all kinds of trouble and shit, should have to do this.
Yeah, it would
You
definitely
know?
change everything.
Yeah, I do. I honestly do think so, you know. And if you think you're a bad man, come on down to class.
Yeah, that's
You
why we
know?
got the address on the back of the new shirts.
Yeah.
Shevchenko, Valentina Shevchenko, she was saying nowadays for her championship or
Okay.
for her fight camps or whatever, she trains once a day, hard once a day.
She's still doing it even after you got a fight?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was thinking about that. I'm like,
Okay.
okay, so most professionals coming up
Yeah.
train twice a day hard. But I think when you're a teenager, when you're in your mid-20s, depending on your skill level, depending on your background, I think it's good to train those 2 days in a row. There's just so much in MMA that you need to get good at
Yeah.
that you need
Yeah.
those extra hours of boxing, of Muay Thai, of elbows.
What about injuries?
Yeah, I'll get to
Okay,
that.
okay.
Of kicks and knees and then
Okay.
wrestling and then jiu-jitsu and then your jiu-jitsu mixed with wrestling and then there's just so much to learn technical wise.
okay.
I think you should train twice a day when you're younger. Maybe when you get to that championship level and your skills are up to par, maybe you can train once a day. You're getting in your 30s, your mid 30s.
Okay.
Maybe that'd be smart. Train once a day hard.
Okay.
And then do things out of there just to make you feel good for the next day.
Okay.
I think that's not the Zadok brothers, but the Brands brothers talk about that in the Terry Brands documentary. It talks about his first Olympics. He just trained twice, sometimes 3 times a day, and just beat the fuck out of himself. He ended up losing in the Olympics. So then, so he's older.
Okay.
4 years later, he's gonna have another chance at the Olympics, and I think he's in his 30s now, mid 30s, I think. And then his coach Dan Gable said, "Only train when you feel good, and if you don't train, if you don't feel good, make yourself feel good until you're ready to train again.
Okay.
So you just train when you feel good."
Okay.
And he won the Olympics that year.
Okay.
So I think when your skills meet up with your
Yeah.
when your skills meet up, your skills get to the point where they're so tip top and your body's there too. That's when you're gonna be at your
But you
peak.
start doing that 2-3 times a day stuff, man. Injury wise, I don't know. I think the propensity for that is.
And I think a lot of people do that, especially the wrestler mentality. Brandon was even talking to Sean about it. It's like some people train just so dumb, these days. And I kind of was. So I did that. I trained so
You bought
fucking
into
hard. I'm
that?
like, this is what you do. This is what you do to be a champion. You beat yourself down. But I had a lot of fucking surgeries from it and out a lot from it. And I fucked myself up pretty bad from doing that.
Yeah, after doing a lot of triathlons and stuff, you realize that, hey, sometimes more is not the way to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta, but your mentality is like, you gotta drive it, you gotta drive it, you gotta drive it. And you gotta get off that. You know, it's not the way to go.
Yeah, especially
You know?
fighting too. Fighting's so scary. You sign a contract to fight this guy. It's like you're thinking about that guy every day. So you're like, I just want to train hard. I train hard. Because after your training sessions, you get a little bit of ease. You get some confidence after you train. So a lot of people do that for their mind going into a fight, because your mind's battling with so much when you're about to get in a fist fight with this guy, and you know he's training to fight you. So yeah,
I mean, after the years and years and years of injuries and surgeries, like you said, you know, you get to the point where, wait a minute, that's not maybe the way to go.
Yeah. And I think, just like you said earlier, everyone's different too. Some people are more with their genes, they're more durable than others.
Yeah. You know, they're talking about Nunez, Amanda.
Yeah, Nunez.
Yeah. And who's that? Shevchenko was her name?
Yep.
Yeah. She was talking about the reason she's so good is because she's so big. And she pairs down from being so big down to the weight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was saying that today or yesterday or something.
She did look very strong when she fought Lauren Murphy, who's good at jiu-jitsu, strong, and she made Lauren look not strong on the ground.
Yeah.
So that could be some of it, but also Shevchenko is very skilled, dude.
God, you see her?
She's skilled.
It's amazing. It's amazing. You know, and he's got a sister there too.
Yep.
You know, but his sister's not anywhere near she is.
Yeah, for sure.
But
that was good. That was good. That I think that covers the subject.
Okay.
Thanks for coming on.
hey, I thank you dearly. You have no idea. You have no idea, my man.
Hell yeah.
And I thank you for being the way you are with me.
Fuck
you.
yeah, bro. Love
And-
having you.
And everyone else involved.
You the man.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. RedHawk recap, episode 15. Patreon.com/RedHawk Academy. And the new merch is out. This new like Harley Davidson style merch. And then there's the tie-dye hoodies on the timbomerch.com. The link will be below. All right. Thanks, guys. See you next week. Peace.